Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement for season 1, episode 11 of the series Deadwood, streaming now on HBO Max. And I hope that while you're watching my reactions, you are sensing that I am enjoying myself while watching the show. Because I wasn't certain. I don't do dark, gritty, dramatic stuff. I cannot live in that headspace for very long because it takes me forever to climb out of it. And I was afraid Deadwood was going to be super dark, death, terrible, terrible, terrible. And I think that's why I stayed away from it so long. So I'm happy to be here, and I have been really enjoying myself. And this show, it's the language. I love the language, the dialogue. But it's tricky when doing a reaction video because they will take a long time to say something that can be done very simply or very succinctly. And because of that length of time, it's hard for me to edit things so that you get the context of why I may be laughing or reacting a certain way. And I can't show it because it has a little thing they like to do, copyright claim. And I can have a video go through fine. 2 days later, oh, this 5 seconds of this dialogue is ours. The whole video is now ours. It's so frustrating. So I've been trying to do little things here and there to not infringe upon their copyright, because I'm not here to do that. Content creators should be paid. It's theirs. They should get what they owe. I'm just here to enjoy it and also to enjoy story and how story works for me. And you're all along for that ride. So you may see some things in the future, different edits. You might see old videos that suddenly look different than they used to. And that's because I'm trying to play by the rules. And it's really tricky, especially because the show is so good. And you gotta include the context, but sometimes, just say things shorter, Al. Just say it shorter. So, so here we are, episode 11. I think we're winding down to the end of season 1. How's that gonna end? I have no idea, because it feels as if we're just kind of floating along their day-to-day lives as they're just trying to create a town. There's like no singular mission or quest that they're on. They're just trying to exist as a society. So that makes things interesting. But I'm glad that you're with me for this adventure. So I hope you have your water. I got some lemon water on standby. I got the cozy blanket. Thanks for being here with me all. I hope this is your 5 seconds of joy today. But here we go. Let's just get to it. Oh yeah, and I heard some of you mentioned the Deadwood drinking game, which I would be so down for, except having watched the show, especially that last episode, I would have been dead. I would have been dead on the floor. No way. So we'll have to come up with a different drinking game if we were going to do one for Deadwood. Because that sounds fun, but deadly.
A slob Mick cop in Chicago gonna take me off for $35 just because he thinks he can. I knifed the tub of guts. That's what this cunt of a magistrate's shaking me down over.
Can you do business with his bagman?
I'll fucking find that out shortly.
He's certainly working hard towards it, isn't he?
Hey!
What's Jewel up to? Be nice to her. Just stop. Just stop. Oh, Jewel, someone please be nice to her.
I came here on my own, Doc. I got something I want to show you. But it'll help me walk better.
Okay, you're referring to the brace on his leg.
Yes.
That boy in the drawing was goddamn able-bodied before he got his leg shot up, not born with difficulties.
I was just looking at the picture, and dragging my leg really makes Al crazy.
Fuck Al. You dragging your leg is yours.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can at least try. You can at least try.
Let me hold on to this for a while.
Thank you.
What's in the book, Doc, that got you so interested?
Now, sir, we must confirm the contents of this precious cargo.
Is it a camera? Did he get a camera?
What you see here is an American optical back-focus single swing, the finest photographic apparatus manufactured in this country. Oh, God.
It's like those delivery drivers that go, here's the picture, on their next call.
you want to make your claim show its colors, you're going to need to sink a few shafts. As it is, my expertise ain't underground.
I want you still to supervise. I trust you, Ellsworth, as an honorable man.
I look forward to our breakfasts. And I'll just say once, I know I'm too damn old for you.
Button.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
I take a father's liberty.
Her dad kisses her on the lips. Last time I saw this guy was on a sitcom with kids. I cannot remember which sitcom. One of those TGI Friday things. Oh. Is the smallpox dissipated? Are they still working on it?
Sometimes I'm very well indeed. My energy will return, or even an excess of energy.
Okay, so this is when I get pulled out of story. When I see things like, how the hell did he make his eyes do that?
Wherever you find yourself, he will show you the path.
Could you help me to pray?
Lord.
Oh, right now. Okay.
To love than to be loved.
He lost the track.
The rest I forget.
I was just sad all around.
What was your purpose at Doc's?
I'm knocked up.
I am.
Just the magistrate looking to earn off that warrant. And no one else even knows it's out on you.
Maybe the magistrate needs to die. He won't come back here without a resolution. He'll know what's waiting for him.
Maybe he needs to die there.
Ooh.
Maybe he should.
Ooh.
And the person who did it would only be at the beginning of his usefulness to me.
Make your offer.
Ooh.
1,000 for the cocksucker proved dead. 1,000 for the warrant proved lifted.
Think I am a fucking monkey?
You thought there would be 20 in it?
You're fucking right, there's 20.
Do it for 2. You've got to believe the job would open the door to your future.
22. That's a big disparage.
2,000.
He took it. He took it. What about all the other bribe money they collected, though?
I always thought it was gonna end like this, Button. In a mining camp on Indian territory, you and operating a bonanza gold claim.
I think Pops is there for some money.
Always a little sketchy about me. I hope I'm here to help.
Relieve you of some money.
And do you have any of the gold?
As it happens.
Just sitting there. They were out of that room for how long at breakfast? And that's just sitting there.
I'd very much like to meet this Mr. Bullock. Nearly as much as I'd like to wash.
Daddy.
No clearance or sheet iron in between.
Wow, Charlie, you are really taking this to heart and trying to do a good job.
Everyone asked the elbow. Hazard to one, it's hazard to all.
Why ain't you starting to talk like a goddamn government official?
I'm Charlie Utter, that attended the same fucking meeting you did. So either cure your stovepipe violation or prepare to get levied a fine.
So if they levy fines, who's collecting them? Where are they storing the money? And who's watching the money?
Why is there no sheriff in this camp? All these official positions. Why is there no sheriff?
Because Al Swearingen don't want one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if a sheriff took office that Al could trust not to bother him? And whose ear'd be first to the ground when any violence created maybe business opportunities? So knowing how grateful I'd be and all, I'd show it to you. Wonder if you'd put in a word.
I think you just signed your death certificate. Always an angle. Always an angle. That's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Mr. Tolliver?
Oh, hello, sir.
Was Al Swearingen holding the straws, Leo?
Yes, sir. He said to tell you what I seen.
Mm-hmm.
He traffics in dope. So, I guess you could say that I stole his property and fucked his action up.
Why does he sound proud about that? Why does he sound proud about that?
And in that connection, I'm saying it's a hell of a way to treat a white man.
I see.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
It's like, what answer will keep me alive?
Your job is to voice your opinion with some oomph and some character behind it.
All right.
Welcome back, son.
Oh, there's something going on there. I don't know what it is, but there is something.
What's going on, Tom?
Thank you, Al.
Don't count on it to be loyal, Tom.
No. Just familiar face.
What's Seth going to do when they find out there's a sheriff in town?
Could he be sworn in here?
Oh, for Christ's sake, Tom.
Well, he feels you don't like him.
He's fucking right as rain.
But it'd be a comfort to him, see, if he was sworn in under your roof.
Okay.
Anyways. Would you want a free fuck?
Why would you say that?
Yeah. No foreplay? None. Whatsoever? Does not look comfortable. At all. Oh, dude. No.
Seth, you remember Trixie? Well, I just stopped for a moment.
I'll be out the door soon. She did let him kiss her. Interesting.
Do you swear before this witness?
This is gonna be your first photo.
I wondered if a second one might be appropriate without that putrid apron around your midsection.
No. Let's drink.
Constable, sir. I'm not sure we've actually met.
You were at the table when Hickok was killed.
Well, that's an opening statement. Stealthy.
A candid moment.
Mr. Buller, would you sit down a second? I want to tell you something about the law, please.
This should be good.
Into the cocksucker magistrate's pocket, the money goes, after which he sends a message. The 5,000 will need company if I'm to be off the hook. I give you the law. Now, if you were fucking sheriff, consider it, because you're not a fucking whore. I think you'd be all right as sheriff.
I'm only talking to you because my partner's fucking that whore.
Oh, Seth. No. Oh, no.
Shall separate us from the love of Christ. Shall...
Someone's dying. Somebody's dying. Somebody's dying. Al is drunk, and he's being pushed.
Nor principalities, nor powers.
Al's gonna kill a reverend. And he'll think it's an act of mercy. He's gonna throw that bottle at him.
Anyways, I better take my turn.
Now, you look good having gone out. You more relieved, more relaxed.
I don't think Trixie will die, but I think she's gonna get fucked up.
I had an idea for a boot, just now measured her for it.
If you treat her as successfully as you did the minister, she'll be kicking up her heels in no fucking time.
Ooh, that was low. That was low.
Get that Jew over here.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, to Saul's credit, he didn't know the relationship between Al and Trixie. Al doesn't know that. This could be bad.
They rescued a child in the wilderness and brought to justice one of the men who murdered her family.
How was justice meted out?
We shot him.
What's with the top hat, sir? And what the hell? E.B.
Your repast awaits your mouths.
Thank you.
The man's a charlatan, Richardson. A broad tosser and a clip. I only wonder if the daughter's been in it with him. Or she's his pigeon.
Oh, E.B., you're thinking too hard. You're thinking too hard. Does E.B. recognize him from somewhere? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is... Bad things are happening. Bad things are happening.
They don't want to see it fucked with.
I won't pay.
You pay. Or she pays.
As the jaunty little music plays in the background.
You sleep tonight amongst your own. Another fucking bottle.
That could have gone worse.
I'll admit that I had hoped you might find a man who would dote on her and more. Perhaps had a surer sense of what the world was.
My wife and son will be joining me soon.
And I've learned that no matter what people say or how civil they seem, the passions rule. I see no reason why your wife and son's arrival need alter my hopes for my daughter's happiness or security or the security of her holdings.
I'll say goodnight, Mr. Russell, with thanks for dinner.
If I've offended you, Mr. Bullock, I've accomplished the opposite of my...
Oh, what?
Right then.
Trust me to explain to Alma, I'm a practiced and inveterate liar.
I think he caught on to that.
Eddie saw you.
Back in action if you'll have me.
Well, all right.
How long have you been?
Coming out, new shooter. Are we that far west? That we wound up in fucking China?
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Take it easy, Leon.
Sticks in my craw, Mr. Tolliver.
So I'm taking Saul's plan is to burn down where all the Chinese people are so he can buy or steal their land from. He can steal from land from the people who've stolen the land from the people who've stolen the land. Is that what the plan is?
If I weren't as good at what I did, you'd see I just palmed 80 in chips for the Joni Stubbs Construction Fund.
Hi, Cy.
Hi, Joni.
You're standing right there talking about your
What
plan.
are you doing giving Joni the office, Eddie?
Saying welcome home.
You want to see that whore again? I guess she had to account for her being outside. And Swearingen sent for me to pay him his fee. I guess she told him where she'd been.
Might have been me he found out from Saul. Because I'm sometimes that stupid.
You think it could have been you?
I'm sure it was.
I was fucking her, and now I'm gonna fuck you if you don't piss me off.
Jeez, Al.
Point is, this minister's gotta fucking die. I mean, that's the fucking point. I mean, why go on with that? Who's gonna benefit from that, huh? Okay, go ahead and spit it out. You don't need to swallow. Just spit it out. Anyways.
Anyways. Oh, Al's got some demons. So many angles. So many angles. Because once you start working one and something outside comes and shifts it, you gotta pivot. And if you don't, it keeps piling and it keeps piling and it keeps piling. And it's exhausting. And this is why I try to live as simply and honestly as possible. Because that's exhausting. You can't plan. You can't. The constant planning for inevitable kick the chair out from under you, because you know it's coming. You've built it that way. So eventually it's going to come. It's inevitable, one may say. Oh my gosh, exhausting. The one thing is, so far, Al and Saul have kind of sort of gotten along until now. What's that going to do for them in the future? I'm afraid for the little Chinese corner of Deadwood. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. But yeah, lots of Somebody's going to die. Yes, somebody's have to die soon. We haven't had a death in a while. How many people? What do you mean a while? Last episode. So nobody died this episode, and it feels like it was so long ago. So I'm afraid, for Mr. Wu and his little clan of people, I think Al's going to take the Reverend out as a mercy killing. I think Sai might kill Eddie because, dude, you just back arrived. Joni just magically shows up and you're immediately, and you think that man's not going to notice? Alma's dad. Who? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel death is imminent. Death is imminent, and I wish that you're there. I hope that you're there with me when the time comes, because it is so much more fun when we do this together. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and I hope that you hit subscribe so that you know when the next one drops. Because again, I want you there with me all. So thanks again. I'm going to recover now. And until next time.